morning to each and every one of you. What a beautiful, beautiful cloudy sunrise this morning. Just stunning. I don't know if you all realize, but the sun is actually to the left of center. It's now beginning to come through in its reds and yellows. I have some photos which are a lot better resolution that you'll be able to see later on. Absolutely beautiful morning. As I said, we're going to have an extended start this morning, but right now we'd like to say our serenity prayer, as we always like to do, the welcoming in of the day. Those who'd like to join us, please do. All others will be back here in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Good morning to each and every one of you all, and welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados. It is a gorgeous morning here. On the way up the road this morning, when I got into the Oystons area, I could not believe how stunning the orange glows were to the east. So I'm sure my brother with the eyes to the east, he will be looking at it this morning. Good morning to you, Marco, and morning to my sister from the east as well as the party animal. Good morning to each and every one of you all. Special good morning goes out to our co-host. Of course, I should say, no, take away the our. She's my co-host. She can be whatever you all want, but she's my co-host. Good morning to each and every one of you all. We've already said our serenity prayer, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a circle of love from right here. It is stunning. Unfortunately, the resolution that you're getting here does not pay any justice to the sunrise. It is absolutely beautiful. There are whips and multi-layers of cloud and different bands and stuff. I hopefully will be able to capture some, but if you look at the incredible artistry of this sky this morning, here we go. Absolutely breathtaking. I mean, out here is so gorgeous. I just can't believe all these clouds, how they're layered off and stuff. Just perfect, absolutely perfect. As we always talk about perfect, you know what I gotta do? I gotta turn that screen because you want to see the perfect one. There knows the Bajan warrior, the Olympian. You can call me whatever you want. As long as it has perfect or it has me in cap locks, that is absolutely fine. I know that some people have keyboards that keep on going star girl instead of just having star. Somehow girl pops up. It's probably in their memory on their keyboards from before. So if you want to go into your memory and delete that so we can get clarity on who you're speaking to this morning, good morning to each and every one again. Welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados. It's a blessing here to be able to stand up right in this sea spray right now. It is absolutely divine. I mean, it's so settling and calming and relaxing. What I'm going to do is show you a few of the reflections I've been also enjoying as well. Here we go. Yeah, stop crying, stop crying. We come back to me in a little while. Do not worry about it, have no fear. We just want to share with you some of the reflections and stuff that I have been enjoying. I'll get you to one of the better ones. It is beautiful up here this morning. As you all may not know, we'll talk about it in a little while, but we're up by Long Beach. Actually, we're in the 𝗲𝗏 area, looking on to Long Beach, which is over to our left of the screen. But this is what we're seeing this morning. I know there are some people on here that love reflections and glows, so this is the kind of stuff that I'm enjoying here with some photos this morning. Hopefully they will come out well. Hopefully I'll be able to share them with you later on. We'll see when I have a look at them. But it is spectacular out here. We saw some weather. You know, we follow the weather very closely. We saw some breaks with the wind. I've been watching it all week this morning. It started out even better. Wind direction has changed to south. Right now it's a little more east of south. However, it is expected to go back towards the general area of east later on today. There is an incoming tropical wave. If you did look at the satellite shot this morning, you would look at us in between two bands of cloud, one to the south, one to the north. Light winds, as I said before, so we said we are definitely going to come up here and capture some of this kind of scenery. You know, this is what we like to enjoy whenever the winds are a little bit light. And I love a morning, cloudy morning. It's a little bit cloudier because of the actual direction of the sun, as you would know, is way back over now, going northward of east of where it used to be. So it is a lot more difficult to see it with that kind of dense cloud out there, but we have been able to watch that beautiful glow this morning. Enjoy that. Thanks to all of you EMC live warriors that came on here this morning early to join us, to keep my company and also to enjoy the pleasures of the morning. I know we've started a little bit earlier than normal, so some of you may not just be getting up, but if you want later on today, this will be up on YouTube in a little better quality, I hope. If not, you can join us now, and then you can always go back and check replay later. But I recommend, if you're now coming on, you have to go back. You're not actually doing it live. Wait until the YouTube goes up. It should be a lot cleaner than this. But look how beautiful this is now. They are hold on, man. I gotta put down this here and get my camera out. Hold tight. the 𝗣𝗍𝗃𝗲 there that I need to show you all later on today, that you all will appreciate what it's like. So you're looking at it right now, and then I will show you the photo later and show you what the difference in resolution and what the difference is of what we see when we're actually out here versus what you see when you're on the live broadcast. It is absolutely gorgeous out here this morning. Wow. So I have a few photos for you later on, hopefully. Don't want to flood you all with them. We will do it bit by bit. For those that are now coming on here that may be seeing this broadcast and having no clue of what we're doing, we're welcoming you to Barbados at sunrise, which we like to do. Our name is the EMC family. We bring this beautiful joy, peace and serenity to you almost every day. And when we don't actually do live broadcasts, we bring it to you in words or photos. So it's all about sharing love, joy, happiness, peace and kindness with each other. And that's what this family does. So if you're new to the channel, please send a friend request to my Facebook page. You will not be able to comment on here unless you're a friend of a friend or a friend of mine. If not, you will not be able to comment. So if you find yourself typing and nothing will happen, or looking for a comment and nothing is there, that's because you're not a friend of ours. So please send your friend requests. So we may send you a map of Barbados that we have specially created from a blank map and put in all the places that we have visited, which is all the coastline and every beach. We will be taking in one section of the coastline that we have not covered yet, hopefully this coming Saturday. A little more on that to come. However, get your hiking boots prepared for Saturday, and then get your mouth and your belly ready for the pan and pork artistry that's coming later in the day. We have our surfologist and hikologist join us, along with the Spice Girls, some of the Spice Girls for Saturday. It will be a hike. We're not telling you where it's going to be yet. Actually, we probably will not even tell you. It will be a surprise because majority or the people that are here in the island may not be able to handle it. I say majority. I don't know. That's a wild guess. However, it is a pretty rough terrain, so you would also need to have two cars because we are actually dropping one vehicle at one location, parking the other location. So it's going to be very difficult to move a whole set of people and stuff. So we're not really advertised where we will be this Saturday, something a little bit different, but we will be having something really exciting coming your way. That's the plans right now. However, as you know, all plans are subject to change, and that is what we already know. We can make a plan in life, and we will have a lot of different curves, bends and obstacles that will come up. However, if we are determined to get to the destination, we just take our time and pick out our path gingerly and make our way there. Sometimes it means that we have to go a long way out to get back to where we have been, but if we focus on what we intend to do, we should be fine. Don't be praying for money and stuff this morning for yourself, you know. Pray for peace and safety and good health for others, and then you will be bestowed with blessings that you would not believe. We talk about the sargassum right now. Neither the south nor the east is really getting hit with the southeast, as you can see from Long Beach here. Heavy. Not as heavy as I've seen, because I've actually seen, I keep saying 8-10 foot walls. People are saying, well, he only knows about 8 or 10 foot, but that is not an exaggeration. You will come here at majority times of the year in the past, the last 7 years or so, 8 years, you would have seen at this time of year huge walls of sargassum. However, not seeing it at the moment, as you would have seen. We said it yesterday morning, but just to indicate again, the big mass continent of sargassum said it was coming our way seems to have somehow broken up a lot, coming in a lot smaller patches and stuff now. So hopefully we will not get an extremely heavy sargassum season, which also coincides with our hurricane season. Beautiful morning. All right, we're gonna walk. Last time we started up here, that was way back in February. I did it up here with the co-star, so I have the memories of her harassing me when I was up there, and every time I went to go on silent mode, she would interfere with me, causing me to either squeal or cackle or just laugh. This morning I don't have her here in present, but she has been harassing me all morning, just to let you know. I'm not too sure if the university studies are going that well. Anyhow, the professors tell me all is online and that she should be graduating very soon. So very soon she'll be coming back, just like me. Beautiful morning. All right, let's start our walk. Those of you that join us now, you missed the sunrise this morning. Don't worry about it. You can always do a replay or check it on YouTube later on today. As you can see, the homes up here, majority of them, or a lot of them, do not have actual, if they do have glass fronts, they have wooden shutters. The sea blast up here is incredible. You will come up here, clean your windows now in 2 minutes time, you'll have to clean again, especially on windy days with a heavy swell that's hitting the cliffs here. Sea spray goes up in the air, and some of these homes actually get soaked in sea spray. So you notice that there's a lot of rust marks on the concrete. However, understand the maintenance that goes on these buildings here, continuous maintenance, is incredible. If not, you would see pouring rust all down here and all parts of cement breaking or concrete breaking, separating. Last time we were up here, we noticed they had a better path laid out for us in this section. It was a lot more of a climbing thing before. However, when we brought up the coaster, I think they put it down just for her. They said they know she's not an Olympian like me yet, but she's getting there. So they said, let's put on some kind of path to let her come through here easier. If you get the opportunity to come up here and the swells are really big, these are the kind of blowholes that come into play. You can see the water comes underneath this little archway here, this little bridge section, and then it comes up in here. They can usually be very, very big. There are a lot of blowholes along here, but this is one of the bigger ones that starts to operate. It will soak you if you're in this general area, so you have to obviously pick your location smartly and wisely. So this is what we walk across in some of the conditions. It's nothing really to be alert about, but definitely not something that a stroller can do. So if you do have challenges with walking and stuff, I wouldn't advocate this actual section itself. There are some areas along the cliff further down by Silver Rock, etc. that you can walk into Silver Sands area that are manageable, but this section up here is a little more tedious for sure. Beautiful Barbados. Now yesterday we did ridiculous vlog. We actually did 3 vlogs in one. I think it was 1 hour and 36 minutes and like 49 seconds, something like that. But really, really long. Probably our longest flowing continuous live vlog. I don't know what happened. I sort of like I had just taken over yesterday and I just didn't really want to stop. I actually had to stop because I ran out of distance. I didn't want to go beyond the Brandon's beach itself. So that's the only reason probably. But I was having a marvelous morning. Absolutely spectacular, and thank you for all of you that joined us then, and thank you for all of you that have viewed it since then. I'm going to give you a little indication here of why we keep saying we're the right attire. Here we go. Now, at some times of the year that will be buried under sand. You would not really see that. It'd be just like under the sand that you wouldn't see it, or you may think it's just a piece of a top of a little twig or something, and step on that and you would know what would happen. You will find this all along the coastlines of Barbados. Stuff like this here, and like the gabions, their wire that will be sticking up after they've rotted out and stuff. So when you go into locations such as this, actually when you're going pretty much anywhere to walk in long distances in Barbados, I would definitely recommend you wear some shoes. Even if they're just beach shoes, they're not going to stop the penetration if it's a sharp piece of metal, but it will certainly limit the actual depth that it will go in. So I would recommend wearing something sturdy. If you can put on some joggers or something like that, or hikers or something, I would definitely recommend hikers in areas such as this. You know, you can walk pretty comfortably. Now, many times of the year, you will not see any sand here at all. All these little tidal pools per se, all the sand will be out of them. And in this section here, you would not see either. What you would also see up here are massive amounts of sea ferns and sea fans, I should say, and also sponges. You'll find a lot of them up here. Right now, none at the moment. So when the big swells start to come through again, you will find that for sure. One more look at the sun before we go around the corner. We'll still look at it again in a few minutes, but one more look at it. It's beautiful this morning, absolutely gorgeous. All right, one more time I need to take one last photo before I move. I like those multi-layers again. So just rest and bear with me for a minute. I'll be back with you. I see if the co-star was here when she's finished her training, I wouldn't have to worry about this because she'd be snapping all like now just for you all guys. That's gorgeous. I mean, that's really gorgeous. All right, camera work done for now. Time to get busy with the gimbal. I don't know how much that you all heard. I was talking to myself. It's a good thing to answer, or somebody would have called the mental asylum for me this morning. I ordered a straight jacket. Just to let you know, straight jackets do not contain me. So, as you can see, big properties. This one here opts to go with the coral, or sorry, with the cut stone. Oh, I see some lightning flashes to the north. So those in the north of the island are probably getting some thunder and lightning right now, and definitely rains. We saw them just now over the ridges there in the clouds. But these folks here have opted not to go with grass. They put down this cut rock on it, which will smother the grass and kill it, and just do a light spray on it probably. And that way then they don't have the continuous maintenance and stuff that they would have if there was grass going here. As you can see, it's not being lived in at the moment. You can also see that it has a shape of an octagon, or very much closer to a circle. That is designed to withstand hurricanes. You'll see a couple of these around the island. You also see a lot of these on like in the Florida area now popping up. They're hurricane design homes, so the wind doesn't actually hit a sheer wall that it deflects off and goes around, rather than actually putting force on a wall. It just runs around the wall or just around the wall. The roof as well, as you can see, is also built in the same direction, same kind of multiple roof sections. They're not multiple roofs, but different angles all the time, but maintaining the traditional 45-degree angle which Barbadian plantation homes were always built of. These homes up here are designed with that type of roof. So what happens when the winds intensify, the roof actually blows down onto the structure, forces onto the structure rather than lifting off of the structure. You will see a lot of homes in Barbados that don't have a 45-degree angle, or have on roofs with overhangs on them, big overhangs. There are problems because they become wind traps when there are wind conditions or hurricane conditions. A lot of those roofs will go. Parapet roof is one of the more popular roofs here, however very hard to maintain. As you can appreciate, all of the roof itself, the steeple roof, has to run into the parapet, and therefore you get a lot of leaves and stuff that build in guttering. So some people don't opt for the parapet roof, but a lot of people do go for the steeple roof for sure. You'll also notice a lot of these small shadow homes, a lot of the old plantation homes in Barbados have individual roof for each room, and that was specially designed. I know we have gone away from the smartness and gone into the cheapness, and I know it's because, I should say, affordableness. Oh my gosh, what? Hold tight, man. I said no more photos today, but I obviously was making joke. Hold piece of that there till I get back to you, please. Hi there, keep this along. I'm back again. I actually need to talk, so that was probably why I came back so quickly. Yeah, we were just talking about the multiple roofs and stuff. You know, we have gone away from really any building standard codes from what I can see. I'm seeing a lot of homes in residential areas that are like maybe about 15-degree or 20-degree angle roof, hanging off the edge by about 6 feet overhang, so you don't have to put on the window hoods that you would normally put on the sash windows. That obviously works as a window hood and stops the rain from coming in, but it doesn't work when there are big systems that come in. Notice almost all the homes out here, 45-degree angle, all of them have angles on them and stuff, so it's not one sheer piece to lift off. Back to the shadow homes and the plantation homes, they were designed with individual roofs on each room, and that is in case one roof blew off, or if a hurricane or something, a tree went through one roof, the people could go into other rooms and seek shelter. So most of the original Barbadian homes, especially plantation homes, are designed with multiple roofs and not just one big roof, as you would see is being common around the island now. It's beautiful up here, just stunning. Certain times of year up here you can find some little tidal pools that are just like Calwash deep, waist deep, you know, easily so, but not too often, because most of the time they have a little bit of sand in it. Remember, just like at Calwash, we always tell you, be careful when you go into these pools, because you could be in here and a rogue wave come over the actual coral mass and take you back out with it. So be very careful, please. This is one of the little holes here that have a lovely little depth on it on occasions. Again, there's coral in the bottom, so most of the time if there's no sand, you get the depth, yes, but you need to wear the right attire and right footwear. But this is just one of them here. But you can see how exposed you are to the elements that are coming over. So please don't come out here and make any sport along these cliffs or anywhere in Barbados, because you can really find yourself in a severe situation. But beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And we're going to look one more time at the sun before we move any further down. As we turn our back on it, now we start walking that direction. But beautiful. I'm going to actually give you a circle of love from here. Yes, here we go. Let's start off in the sun, end in the sun. Here we go. We're going to reverse it this time, because I know some of you ain't as able as me or as gifted in the art of physical challenges and stuff as I am. So I'm going to take it slowly. I'm taking it the other way around so I don't make you all dizzy. Hold on to a chair or your partner if you begin to get shaky. Oh my gosh, you just got soaked. Not soaked, but well drenched. There we go. The things we do for love. Sorry, I gotta have to start over that. Absolutely beautiful. Sorry about jitteriness, but I was walking on, although I have on my 4x4s, I was on this kind of stuff here. So this is why we tell you to make sure wear the right attire. You don't want to be limited by you having to walk on the sand because you've only worn big shoes if you come to an area like this. You want to be able to wear your hikers. I would definitely recommend hikers because they're designed to walk across stuff like this, and also to give you support your ankles and stuff. I recommend highly midriff hikers. But this area here, as you can see, would also be very slippery. You can see the green moss growing all over it, so just be careful as well. One of the little sea fans here, that's actually a brown coral tree, it looks like, has washed up on here. Now, many times a year you could come out here and not see these, most of this cliff as well, and that would be due to all of the sargassum that's on it. So far, still looking good. Although we have sargassum, she's still looking good. All right, one of the public entrances, besides at Long Beach, which we were at, this is one you could come down. This is a pathway that comes down to where we are as well. You would drive up by where Zed's shop used to be. You would take the last left-hand turn when you're coming towards the ocean. Take the last left-hand turn, come up 3/4 of the way up, and this would be, you would find this on your right. Beautiful. As you can see, even the bush suffers out here. A lot of sea spray, a lot of wind blow. This bush everyone talks so much about. People say that some of the sweetest sea grapes that you can find in Barbados are found here. First of all, we know that is a lie, because there's nothing called a sweet sea grape. That's number one. Second thing is, I don't know, because I've never tasted them anywhere at all really. So I've only had one set of sea grapes in my life, and that will be the one and only. I should say two, first and last. Another of the beautiful tidal pools right here. And you would have been on these cliffs know I'm talking about when these are clear of sargassum and stuff. Usually around the standard, what we call our winter season. That'll be winter because it's your winter, not ours. It does get a lot cooler here in the island, but certainly not wintry or snowy. But when you get that time of year where there's no sargassum, these pools out here are lovely. Especially if you've had any big systems of bass to the east of the island during the hurricane season, because a lot of sand moves. The big swells pull the sand off of this area. It's just gorgeous out here though. I mean, the colors out here, the greens and the browns are stunning this morning. So are the blues and everything else, but the blues haven't actually woken up fully yet in the ocean. The sun is still a little bit down, so we're still seeing it like more of a darker casting. Here, you don't normally find sand up here, so this is nice to see. This is usually all like a lot of pools and a lot of reef area as well. As you can see, it is a beautiful spot to hike. You don't have to go over to the east if you're staying on the south and you want to do a little cliff hiking. I can tell you straight, you can hike. I would recommend start your hike around Rescue Beach, which is an enterprise area. Come all along by Silver Sands, come all up through here, go all along the Paragon Cliffs by the Harp Guns, right along up to Ocean City, and then out to the southern cliffs of Foul Bay. All that is cliffdale area, all accessible, all can walk. There's just one area that you have to go inland slightly, and that is up in the Ocean City area, where they have 30 and 40 foot cliffs up there. So you need to come in off of the actual cliff area, because a lot of the homes are built right up on them. And unless you're like me that can walk on a tight rope without even worrying about it, with my eyes shut, blindfolds on, my hands tied, 1 foot in the air holding it in my hand, you would know for sure that you would be unable to do this here, definitely. I don't like to talk about myself, but I like to talk about some of the skills that I have that most people don't. Here we go, beautiful. Absolutely lovely. Mary, and well, Mary, reflections, co-star, splashes. I know that if you were here now, you'd be squatting or you'd be sitting down and taking in this lovely scenery. So I'm going to give you all a little bit of, let's give you all a 30-second photo opportunity. Let me get this a little bit at this angle here, maybe catch a little bit more of the reflection of the clouds and stuff. Here we go, 30 seconds to enjoy this lovely, peaceful and serene southeastern point of the island. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. As you will notice, the sun is beginning to disappear now again. You can see some rain that's out there, some squalls and stuff. You can also see there's some water spouts, but look at the contrasting colors. Is that not just pretty for weeks then? Really beautiful. My goodness gracious me. I said pretty. So you know what I got to do again? Good morning, Mr. 𝗍𝗂𝗍𝗲. I see you're on this morning. I'm happy to see that you don't have things to do right now. Your move from the kitchen table to the sofa is obviously being postponed, because normally you say, I have to go and do something. And that's when you're going from one room to the other. Yeah, we already know you're in retirement and you don't do a thing. You leave your poor wife to do all of it. Good morning to you, Mrs. Conductress. It's good to see you on, if you are on this morning. Actually, I'm not sure if you're on. But good morning if you are anyhow. If not, the conductor will surely tell you, because he can't keep nothing a secret. That's for sure. I don't pick on people, you know. Understand that. I share love the people. So, Miss Kerr has expressed her desire to do or to go on the hike on Saturday. So that would be quite interesting. We are promising you that if we do go on the hike, well, I can't really make a promise. Yeah, I guess I can make the promise. If actually, let me make sure I put in all of my sub clauses. We promise you that if we go on the hike and the weather conditions are good, and God gives me the ability and the technological features that He's presented me with, we will be bringing you live vlogcasts, but we will also be doing a 4K resolution of the place that we'll be going, so we can also put that up on YouTube for you. So it will be an interesting morning. It's going to be an area that we have not covered yet, one of the only remaining areas on the island. So looking forward to that. Our mountain goat, aka surfologist, aka hikeologist, but we rather call him the mountain goat. He will be coming and taking us out again. We have not walked with him for a long time. Good morning to you, Ryan, my brother. I saw you were on earlier. I don't know if you dropped back to sleep, because I know you're already lazy then, but hopefully you will not. And then later in the day, he will be coming to sit and have a port marathon with us as well, so we'll be able to capture that. We are still seeking permission. We have asked a question, or I should say a question is being asked for us, so hopefully we will be getting permission to broadcast from the Pan and Port Artistry. As you know, that is something we always seek before we go to any events like that there. We have to get the permission, of course, from the actual producers and sponsors and stuff. Hopefully it'll be okayed. Hopefully when they see our website, see how many people we actually do have in our family and how far we do reach. In other words, down under, which is a bigger island, which is Australia. That is a big island. And all over the world, up into Europe and stuff, they will understand that it is a promotional thing for them. And hopefully they will give us the permission to broadcast. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see Ryan with juice running off his cheeks and off his mouth, because I know for sure how he eats a pork chop, or if he eats a China pot pork, I'm sure he will have a good time. And of course I'll catch it on film just for you. Beautiful out here. Yes, I will be eating pork on Saturday, so get ready for it. Hopefully I'll be able to share that with you. If not, I will definitely share the experience through words with you later on. Some people said to me, Nicholas, you type as much as you talk. Impossible. I would like to think so, but no, I don't. And as you all know, if I'm typing on my keyboards on the phone, error, can't remember anything. Look at this morning though. You know, I don't care what happens. I don't care how cloudy it is. I don't care how torrential the rain is. There is a beauty that always is there. I am only thanking God for the ability to see that. Under all conditions, no matter what it is like, there's still a beauty that I'm able to find, and I'm sure many of you are as well. I'm just speaking for myself at this present moment, because before, the actual journey was not the thing for me. It was getting to the destination. I would have come here to go surfing, would have looked across there and said, oh, that is lovely, and I would be gone. I would never have captured all of these reflections and glows and beautiful surroundings as I'm capturing them now, because I'd be looking at the surf and going in the sea only. I'm able actually now to bring this all to you as well. Beautiful morning. Very popular fishing spot up here. Got a lot of people up here. Chris is not here today, but I know Chris is usually up here as well. That's one of our family. He comes up here and does his fish catching. I want to also bring to your attention some beautification that's gone on up here. I saw it the other day when it came up. I was doing some signal checks. I was hoping to get out and do some more over the last 2 days, but I was too lazy. I didn't feel like doing anything at all. So, and just to let you know, Castle Cleaning Day is Wednesday. So if you all see me very scarce on Wednesday, don't worry. The birthday greetings shall go up so long as I'm given strength and the ability in life. I will be putting up the birthday greetings for you, and I will also be putting up some beautiful shots for you, or something. Even if they're shots of myself, you know, they will be stunning. So just look forward to that. But I will be very, very scarce on Wednesday, so expect that. Thursday, as I said before, we have probably one of the best venues I have ever been to. Depends on where the actual setup is. The setup I've been to a couple of few different locations, not a couple, at the Sir Garfield Sobers Gymnasium. Some are better than others. Last one we went to was up where the skate park is, so it means that I don't think that we use that car park up there. So we'll see where they actually set up, but I know for sure it's one of the best venues. When we were doing Q of the Year awards, that was in 2015. That's when I was attending every Q in sight. We used to have Q. This was the best Q ever. That was the best Q ever. And we had an end of the year awards. We had people who were trying to host at locations so they could carry away a trophy. One of the main people was the Wilde Gymnasium, and we had a couple others who were spectacular as well, but that was one of the main ones. So hopefully we'll have a great time up there. It is beautiful out here, really beautiful. What's made it more beautiful is the removal of some of the bush that was out here that was littering this cliff. Yes, I know I'm going to take a lot of slack for that. Littering the cliff. Yes, it's littering the cliff. It is a beautiful plant if it is, or I shouldn't say plant, a beautiful bush if it is maintained and hedged properly. As I said before, the fruit are stunning, but just like ornamental fruit, ornamental oranges, you know, fat port, or all those things, you do not eat them. So just like these here, which is known as a sea grape, for those who are wondering, what is he talking about? Okay, sea grape bush, this is a sea grape bush. Thank goodness there's no sea grape up here, although it's sea grape season. But as you all know, there really is no sea grape season. There's sometimes that most of them bear. But as you've seen in our travels, we have seen sea grapes all times of the year in various parts that we travel. So I guess the cycle and stuff is impacted somewhat by the weather conditions and the location as well. But this is a beautiful scenery. This is the break here that people come to whenever there's a hurricane swell. If you have a hurricane swell approaching Barbados, from the time it gets around, usually a little bit offshore, so that you can get like quite a ways offshore, like around 15 degrees north, some around 59 or 58. Anytime it gets around 56 actually onward, we can get some massive swells that will be coming through here. Swells that are breaking 30-40 yards outside of the furthest point of that cliff. This is of course up inside where you cannot surf because it comes into the cliff itself, but they come off going in through here. As you all know, we are off an outside reef known as the Fathom that was up by Long Beach. We're now off the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗲 area, so the Fathom goes into 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and that is the outer reef, which you can see looking like a main road right out into the ocean when there's a really big south swell, or if there's a hurricane swell as well. But this is a lovely surf break here. Inchmarlow is where we are. Surfers Point is the name of the break. Now we always have seen Zed's surf shop here, or Zed's accommodations as well, because you can also rent Airbnb. That is out on lease now, so Zed was telling me, for many years. The person who's taken over has done a lot of work on it. A lot of the landscaping, a lot of trees that were there have been removed. However, they've also, and also the people in the general area, the residents of this area, have done a lot of cleaning up and maintaining out here. As you remember, out here, as I said before, was littered with bush all along here. It has been trimmed down, but much more beautiful and cosmetically easier on the eyes than it used to be. Although nature is beautiful, it's nice to see manicured sections being taken care of just like this. Beautiful. As I said this morning earlier, we're going to be doing a shorter vlog today, so we're not going to be doing a whole set of stuff. I wanted to walk up through the neighborhood, walk back down below and show you all some of the new structures down there. That won't be happening today. Too tired. This morning I woke up feeling as though I could not believe. I was hoping it was Wednesday. Not that I didn't want to see you all. So all those people on here that want to slander me and tell me the reason why you wanted it to be Wednesday is because I didn't want to see my family. Well, you all are jokers. Let me clear the air straight up with that. Another 20-second photo opportunity. This is the rustic side, southeast section of Barbados. We're in a place known as Mother's Bay? No, Woman's Bay? Yeah, Woman's Bay I think is correct. Alright, that's a little shorter and I moved it, so we couldn't get the actual photo, but let me give you all a second to do that. Composure. 4, 3, 2, 1, click. Beautiful, absolute perfect photo opportunity. So this section, you see able to drive right down here and park just in front of these cacti or the maypole cactus. This is all barred off now. They put some rocks up there and stuff. They're trying obviously to stop people from driving out here on the actual area that they're beautifying. So you will see the boulders that are there that are placed in the area, and of course you will see the sparkling and sprangdaciously clean war wagon in the distance there. And the reason the guy is looking back all the time is because the glare off of the windscreen, the clean and sparkling windscreen, is affecting his eyes, so he can only look back temporarily and then run on again. But you can see the beautification that's going on up here, beautiful, especially with the coral stone rocks. This is absolutely stunning. I would imagine they're going to be doing a lot more. You can see the rocks are here. I don't know what they'll be planting, if they're planting more or if they're continuing this wall, but what a beautiful enhancement it is to this area. Just beautiful. So we will be stopping this morning in this general location. We'll walk a little further on the cliff though, but we will be stopping on this side here of Ocean Spray. We won't be going down further. But this is what I used to refer to, or what was referred to, or maybe still is, I'm not sure, as Zed's surf shop, or where his accommodations were. You can see a lot of work's going on here. All of the trees that were in the front section here. Thank goodness a lot of bushes taken down as well. But all of the front area here has been enhanced, so the views from the actual accommodations look straight out to water and have nothing obscuring their view. They used to have all the rental boards and stuff here, so that has made a change. I'm not too sure what's going on here, but you can see a lot of work. There's a lot of concrete that's been laid in the front section here as well that was not here before. So I'm not too sure what is being done, but lots of beautification and modifications to this property for sure. There's also webcam here, so if you want to have a look online. I know the malicious Mr. Conductor is probably on there already, looking and peeping. So I give you a little wave in a second when you get in front, just so you can see that he's looking back at you. But this is really nice. A lot of, as I said, a lot of enhancements have gone on here. A lot of enhancements. And if you've ever been up here and had the opportunity to sit down on one of these benches, now is not a very great time because it is a lot of spray coming up. But as you will notice, all of these have been redone. Completely redone with like marble tiling on them. This is really beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let me see how damp it is. It's not damp on the seating section. So what we do is we'll sit down here and I will give you a beautiful circle of love from where I am sitting, and you could be right here doing exactly what I'm doing. So here we go. 𝗪𝗼𝗔𝗔 top were beautiful. You all can see that squall coming in distance there. So I know not go too much further, but I do want to carry a little bit further to where we sort of like hit a dead end and we're able to see a little bit more of the properties in this area for you. It's really beautiful though. Accommodations again, you can rent here. There are rentals here for you. You can give them a call. You will find a lot of people up here are high octane people. Even if they actually don't have their equipment here, a lot of them will be windsurfers or surfers. Beautiful terrain in this section. The courtyard, I used to like the lawn, to be real honest with you, but I don't know what the plans are for out here, so I'm sure that it is for a reason. Nobody lays concrete like this here unless there's a reason for it. But as I said before, I used to love the actual lawns and stuff out here, but we'll see what happens. Let's not worry about that right now. We'll come back and see that at a later day. And the webcam is located up in this general area here, just so you can see it. Okay, I can't really see it. So somewhere in this general area here. So if you're watching right now this morning, I'm waving back at you. Good morning to you. And as you notice, there is a deck on top of the main structure as well. So it's quite interesting. I know a lot of work is going on at the moment. I can see that in some of the upper apartments where they're working. So we keep, as I said, we keep an eye on that. We bring some more to you, like closer into the season of where most of you will be coming. That's around November and stuff. We were obviously back here more than before that, but we will still bring you some updates around that time, so you'll be aware of what you have and what has been offered here. Lovely properties all along here. Again, these are going to be drenched with sea spray and stuff. However, the ones that we were at earlier on will be a lot worse. you can see the kind of overhanging roofs I'm talking about. These are ones I'm talking about. This is like a good 3-foot overhang here, and as you can see, it doesn't really have a very good angle on it. There's really no angle to push it down. A little angle, but nothing like what we've seen, or nothing like that one below. So that could be a little bit of an issue. I'm sure it's reinforced, because these apartments have been here forever, or these condos have been here forever. Just so you can see where they are again. So if this is where you would like to stay, some people like to go and party, but some people still like to return to this kind of quiet and reserved area, which is really beautiful. So you can always check them out. There are a few villas. I remember when I started working with 𝐼𝐢𝐬𝐡 store company, I think, I don't know, somewhere around the 80s. I told you before, I was a child labourer. I would have been late 70s, early 80s. Yes, we used to come up here quite often and collect a lot of guests from up here. And as you can see, someone again, could be one of the house owners in this general area, beautifying the front section and putting up another retaining wall, or a wall, first of all, to stop the sea from coming in and bashing and carrying away all of the landfill on the inside, and also to make the section a lot safer. So once again, someone here, and I see there's a new structure below. Generally when someone's coming into the area, or the new structure is going up, we normally see some kind of enhancements going on. I'm pretty sure they would be involved in this area. Show you a little bit more of that structure when we go down. This is beautiful though. I mean, I don't know how many of you realize that this was right here on the south side or southeast side. If you're staying on the south coast, you always say, man, I got to drive all over east coast to walk on cliffs, or down in north the island. No, you do not. You can come right here in the southeast section. But this is going to be quite interesting as well. Waiting to see what happens here. It has a roof on it, thank goodness. That means that's as high as it will go, which is very comforting for me for sure. Massive galleries on the lower and upper section. So we watch again and see what's happening there. This is 166 square miles, as you all know. But there's so much that goes on this island, you know. I can assure that most of our family that walk with us have seen big changes. I mean, you can one time you come up here and see something going on, and then come back up in 6-8 weeks time, something completely different, you know. So it is a small island, but a lot goes on, so it's very hard to keep up to date and on track with all the things that are happening in the island. But we try to bring you everything that we can bit by bit. For those that utilize our vlogs as their eyes on the island, so that they can watch what's going on around Barbados without actually having to go up there and survey it for themselves or get a feedback from anyone, they can actually see it themselves. Good morning to each and every one of you all. Remember, if you have not subscribed on YouTube and you are a YouTube follower or YouTube user, please subscribe to the channel. Again, it's just an indication of how far our love is reaching. It is important for us to know how we're going along, and if we're growing or whatever. We want the word of love and peace and happiness and joy to spread worldwide. So numbers are an indication of that. They're not an indication for any other reason for us really, except to know how big our family is and how far we're reaching, which is very important for us. You'll see all of you left back here of what we were talking about just now. Sea fans galore all along here. This whole ridge here is basically sea fans, and also, well, most sponges would have decayed by now, but a lot of sea fans here. We're not going to go any further down, because last time we went this property here, we weren't raced out or anything, but we didn't go into it. Jacqueline, please present your place that you will remember very closely. I think you've been here. You have been all over the island. So I know for sure that you all have seen me this morning, but I know you all want to see me higher resolution, so I'm going to turn the camera around. So you can watch the absolute amazing person that I am, with the stunning views in the background. They're really not that important, but it's nice to have a background feature, you know. Like a beautiful person like me can stand in front of a blank wall and make the whole story, but having this in the background makes it a little bit nicer for sure. Beautiful morning. Alright, that squall is definitely coming, so let's walk back in this direction. Let's recap what we've seen this morning. Basically, this morning we've seen the beauty, the natural beauty and of the nature of Barbados. We have seen the power of the ocean. We have seen a stunning sunrise. We also see there's no sun there, but we already have seen the sunrise, so we know that no matter how dark it gets, the sun is always shining. So we just sometimes lose vision of it, but it doesn't mean that there's no sun there. So in other words, our light, we can sometimes lose our vision on our light as well. Remember, there are a lot of people that are walking towards the light with you. They may not be walking to the same light, but they're all generally walking towards the light. They will be happy and willing to hold your hand and guide you until you find yours again. So please do not take any drastic steps or alienate yourself because you're afraid to say help. Help is just 4 letters. but what it is actually strength. It is not weakness, because it's a weak person that fails, that refuses to ask for help. It is a strong person that realizes that they're not able to do it by themselves, and therefore they seek help. Remember that help is not anything that's shameful. I used to always think that asking for help meant I was not a man. You know, we have some funny beliefs here in Barbados, I'm sure in many places in the world, that a man is supposed to stand on his own 2 feet, never supposed to ask for help, will never be weak, should never cry. That's a joke. If you feel like crying, you have emotions of tears of love or emotions of sadness or whatever, you are supposed to be able to express them freely. That is what we call freedom. If you bottle them up inside you and you're sad and you put on a big fake smile and walk about, trust me, everybody knows that smile is fake, you know, because when it comes from your soul or from your heart, people are aware of that being a genuine and true smile. So you can put all the hiding you want and make it and pretending that you're great and everything is fine and rosy, and then you'll find yourself in a lot of trouble. Come on, reach out for help, man. That's what we're here for. We're supposed to be our brothers' keepers. We're supposed to take care of each other. Some people are not willing to help anyone else. They're only a me person, but their lives are very lonely. Imagine how lonely your life is if what you care about is money, wealth, and possessions. Imagine how lonely your life is, because in that there, you have no friend, true friend. You may have acquaintances who love you for your money or for what you have. You have no love, because you can't have love for money, or you are loving and idolizing something that is extremely fake and very demonic, so you be very careful on that as well. Remember, there are no idols. If you have stuff that you use to help you get through, crystals, etc., you're not idolizing them. You're using gifts that God has put on earth to help you get through. So there are healing crystals. We all know that already. Beautiful. Well, I know that. I can't say we. I can only talk for myself. Beautiful Barbados. Beautiful, beautiful. It's low tide now. Just about low tide, so we're seeing a lot of beach area that would be full of water. Like this here, we wouldn't be able to walk down on this section, but it does give us the opportunity to view things like this here. So we're gonna give a little bit of a sign off here. We're gonna ask if you had a good time with us today, that you take whatever peace and happiness and joy that you have you've got here this morning and share it with those around you. Remember, a lot of people cannot see this today. 1 is they don't want to get early. 2 is they may be at work. 3 is they may not have equipment that they can watch it. They may not have electricity. They may not even be in a house this morning. So you may pass them this morning on the road and you may cast your judgment on them and say, well, he is a bum. But remember, he's the same as you and he's the same as me. It just is that the majority of those people have not had the opportunities that we have had, or they've not capitalized on the opportunities that have been put before them. So have a little pity on them, put a little smile in their direction too. Let them know they're loved, let them know they're cared about, and let them know they're not invisible. To each and every one of you all, have a fantastic day. Again, thank you for joining myself and our EMC family, EMC 246 family, on the journey to 46. This is what we are doing. We are about to bring more peace, and more love, and more kindness, and more care to the world than the world ever knew possible. And you know how we can do that? With each and every one of us. One by one, we shall share joy and love and kindness and care with the world. Let us show them that that still exists. Let them see that that is not something of the past or something they heard about. It is something they can truly, truly experience. Have a great day. Love you all. See you all later. Catch you.